Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Detroit Tigers franchise mode here in MLB The Show 21. So in last episode, we had the ALDS against the Oakland A's, and we knocked them out in 4 games. We won the first 2 games, lost the 3rd game, and then won the 4th game. And we're going to be taking on the Texas Rangers in the ALCS, and Texas is a very scary team. They were down 0-2 to the Tampa Bay Rays, and then they came back and won in 5 games. So they won 3 straight games going into the series, and I can see why, because they have a very scary lineup. Like, I honestly don't know if we really have a chance to beat them, and I could honestly see them winning the World Series for sure if they are to knock us out, which hopefully isn't the case, because or else this would end up being the final episode. But let's take a look at the roster again in case you guys don't remember, but it is pretty damn filthy in terms of everything, in terms of pitching and in terms of their hitters. So here is their pitching rotation. As you can see, they have 491 plus overall players. In Tagachi, they have Mora, Casto, Capola, and then also Willie Bautista, who's their weaker guy, but he's still pretty solid. Then in bullpen-wise, they have some pretty good players: Sanchez, Cruz, Gomez, Dodson, Cabrera, Red, and Calderon. So their bullpen is a little bit weaker than the starting, obviously, but yeah, they're still a very solid teams in terms of pitching. And then if you go to their starting lineup, it is probably one of the best lineups I've seen in terms of overalls. So as you can see here, once we get over to it, their lineup has pretty much everybody that's above an 84 plus right now. And then their bench even has some pretty good players too. Like their lowest overalls is 77 and an 80, and then an 83, then an 84. And everybody else is like 85 plus overall. Actually, there's an 81 too, but they have a really, really good lineup, and I'm pretty scared of it. Because like Khalil Lee, Lazaro Armenteros, Cobb, Arias, De La Rosa, like they just have tons of good players. And then Luis Goto being down there on like the 8th hitter is pretty scary too. Like they have some really good players in their lineup, and I don't know if we're going to be able to knock them out. I really hope we can, because like I said, I really just want to get to a World Series in this YouTube series. But if that doesn't happen, like, because if we get knocked out today, then we're never going to make a World Series in this entire YouTube series, but whatever. So yeah, the winner of the series will face either San Diego or Pittsburgh, so should be interesting to see if we could get there. Hopefully we can knock out Texas. We finished just above them in the regular season standings. We finished above them by 1 win. I'll show you guys that again quickly. 98 and 64 for us, while they went 97 and 65. So yeah, it's going to be pretty damn tough. And yeah, we don't have to run into the Blue Jays, which is good, because the Blue Jays knocked us out the last few years, but Texas looks like a team that can knock us out too. So anyways, let's get into game number 1 and 2 in our home field. Hopefully we could win these games on home field and knock them out. Chauncey off to a good start also this playoffs, because he had a really good first game against Oakland, so hopefully he could do good against Texas here as well, even though this Texas team is way better than that Oakland team that we just faced. Okay, so Chauncey is in, which is good, and that is our lineup, which is good to go as well. So we're going to quickly go through the first few innings, but hopefully Chauncey could play good for us again here. Let's go through the first few ones. They get 3 runs in the first inning. That is not good. I mean, maybe their offense will slow down, but with the way their batting is, I feel like once they get hot, they're going to just get hot. They're up 3-0 on us after 1. Yikes. Oh, we got 2 runs of our own. Okay, this might be a really offensive series, because we had a really good contacting and really good batting actually in the first round. And then looking at that lineup that Texas has, they have a pretty good team too. So it might be a really good offensive series for the most part. And a lot of our pitchers are going to struggle probably. Still up 3-2 for Texas, but oh, there's a couple more, 5-2. I don't know how long Chauncey's going to keep in. But then again, I should maybe still just keep him in, because I feel like regardless of who we throw in, both teams are going to give up a lot of hits. It's just the way it's going to be. Down 6-2 now. And our offense is dried up, and Chauncey's already tired going into the 5th, so we are going to take him out. And hopefully our bullpen could help us out here. We will bring in Ray Sierra, see if he could help us out here, which he is so far. We get 4 runs of our own, and it's a 6-6 game going into the 6th. Holy crap. That's a good bottom of the 5th. Like I said, this is definitely going to be an offensive series. Contact hitting, home runs, whatever it is, they score runs. But, yeah, Yeah, that's a little scary to play really offensively, but I mean, usually we could outscore our problems, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do that against Texas. Come on, boys. They get 2 runs back of their own. We're down now 8-6. And we're going to get 3 runs of our own. We're now up 9-8. This game is going to be probably like a 13-12 final or something like that at this rate. Top of the 7th, they aren't going to get anything. We aren't going to get anything. Top of the 8th, we'll keep Sierra in for now. He gives up 1 run, and it's now a 9-9 game. That's scary. Bottom of the 8th, we aren't going to get anything. We're now tied going into the 9th inning. 9-9 in the 9th. It's kind of a lot of 9s, but I don't know if we should make a pitching change or what. Let's bring out Eric Miller because he's actually pretty solid. I don't want to bring out Corona yet because I don't know if our batters are going to score in the bottom of the 9th. So let's see if Eric Miller cannot live up anything, and he doesn't, which is good for us. Vargas can walk this game off if he can get a home run, but I don't know if we're going to get a home run here. He's 0 for 3 tonight, which is a bit scary. We could make a pinch hit and put in Valdez. What type of pitcher is Cabrera? Is he right-handed? Yeah, he's right-handed. So, Fernando Valdez against right-handed. He does have really good power. You know what? We're going to pinch hit and put in Fernando Valdez for Alberto Vargas because he's been struggling. Fernando Valdez is first at-bat of the playoffs because he was, for some reason, sent down to AAA in last round. He swings and he singles. Let's go, Valdez. It's huge. Good at-bat for sure. Cameron Meisner's up to bat. He's 3 for 4. We're definitely keeping him in. He swings, he doubles, and now Valdez is in scoring position. We should be able to end this off with a sac bunt. Or not a sac bunt, a sac fly. So Eduardo Cortez swings, he strikes out. That's not good. Bronson Bonner 0 for 2 tonight. He swings, he walks, and now we have bases loaded, which is kind of scary because the double play ball is in effect now. Pierre Montenegro swings, he scores a run, and we're going to win 10-9 in the bottom of the 9th with a walk-off. Montenegro walks off a lot, it seems like, because I think last year he had a couple walk-offs. But a big win, as Valdez is going to be the winning run. Carmen Nunez is the player of the game, going 3 for 5 of 2 runs, 3 RBIs, and 3 doubles, which is pretty crazy to score 3 doubles. But what a game for this team. We are going to beat Texas in Game 1, and Eric Miller gets credited with the win. Oh, thank God we just won that first game. Now, we still got to win another 3 games against this team, but that is a good way to start it off, because obviously we have 3 games against Texas here. If we end up going, losing these 2 games on home field, then we're probably in a bad situation going into Texas. So we want to try and win this game as well if we can. David Jordan had a phenomenal first game in the first round, so I'm hoping that he could do good here in game number 2. So let's get into game number 2. Waste no time. Hopefully it's not too offensive of a game like it was last game. Hopefully it's a bit more quiet. I mean, we do like our offensive games, but I just don't really want our pitchers having bad games, because then maybe they're going to be terrible going into the World Series if we get there. But here we go. Let's get this set up again. David Jordan starting this game. Like I said, he had a really good first round. Hopefully it continues, and our lineup is going to be the same as it was last game. Let's go through this fairly quickly for the first few innings. Scoreless so far, which is good to see because obviously last game was pretty crazy early on. Let's go through this a little quickly. Still scoreless. 16 strikeouts? What the heck? Yo, David Jordan is a goat, though. He's got 4 strikeouts already again. Yes, he had 12 last game in his first ever start in the playoffs. Well, not first ever start. First start last round. David Jordan's really good at striking out people, which is great to see, because we definitely need that against this team. He's got 18 strikeouts now throughout that many times. He's been phenomenal. We'll give him maybe like 1 more inning. He's going to give up 2 runs there, though. I figured as much. Can we bounce back, though, with our own? No, we cannot. David Jordan's going to get taken out. And we will bring in Steven Fuentes. I could bring in Eric Miller again, but I'm not going to yet. Fuentes. Going to give up 3 runs. That's terrible. That's not what we need from our bullpen. We're down 5-0 now going into the bottom of the 7th. We need their offense to get going a little bit. Let's see what happens. We don't get anything again. Fuentes has been terrible, so I think, yeah, we're going to take him out. I think I think I could use James Mayer. We're going to use James Mayer. Mine as well. He doesn't give up anything. And now we're facing Alexis Sanchez in his incredible mustache. Let's see what happens in the bottom of the 8th. We don't get anything. We might end up getting shut out, which is not good because we're a really good offensive team. So, let's see what happens in the top of the 9th. They don't score anything. Now we have to score 5 runs in the bottom of the 9th. I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. Mark Sullivan is up to bat. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Most of our guys have struggled in terms of batting. Let's see what happens. He swings, and they bring out their closer in Calderon. A swing from Sullivan. He grounds out. Carmen Nunez is up to bat. He had a really good game last game, but he's 0 for 3 tonight. He swings. Strikeout as well. Robbie Harvey up to bat as our last hope. He swings, and he grounds out, and we are going to get shut out in game number 2, which is not good considering we have 3 straight games in Texas. But, yeah, there we go. Campolo is the player of the game for Texas. That's not good. We need our offense to get going to what it was like in that first game. Scoring 10 runs and then scoring nothing is not good. We need to have a little bit more consistency in our game. Hopefully we could win some games on the road here. San Diego is up 3-0 on Pittsburgh now too. So San Diego is looking like a scary team over there in the NL because they have not lost a single game so far in this playoffs. They were a wild card team that knocked out the Dodgers though after all. So that's kind of scary. Let's get into game number 2, or not game number 2, game number 3. See if we can win a game on the road, and hopefully we could, get some wins here in Texas. Because if we don't, then we're gonna end up being knocked out by them, which we don't want. Come on, boys, let's get this done. Dennis Tucker gonna start the game, and our left-handed lineup is gonna be starting. Actually, yeah, our left-handed lineup is gonna be starting. So Gary Hara is gonna be our leadoff man for tonight's game. Let's go through this a little bit quickly to start off with and see what could happen. Come on, boys. Let's get our offense going. We shouldn't be scoreless for too long. We haven't scored a single run, though, now in quite a bit of innings, which is kind of scary. Come on, offense. Man, this is a really quiet offensive performance from us in the last few games now. That's 15 innings without scoring a single run, which is very, very questionable. And they don't get anything there. That's just good. Top of the 7th. We get our first run in a very long time. Huge. Whoever scored that. We are going to make a pitching change and take out Dennis Tucker. And we are going to throw back in Eric Miller, because he's a pretty good reliever, it seems like. Bottom of the 7th. They don't get anything, which is good to see. Top of the 8th. We don't get anything. Eric Miller again. Gives up 3 runs. Our bullpen is going to be the reason we lose this, right? We're now down 3-1 because Eric Miller allows 3 runs. God damn it. That's not good. We're going to the top of the 9th. We're down by 2 runs. We need to get some runs scored, or else we're going to go down 2-1 in this series. So, Robbie Harvey is up to bat. He's 3 for 3. We're going to let him swing. And they bring out their closer again. Come on, Harvey. He grounds out. Vargas is up. He's 0 for 3 tonight. So, we will bring back in Fernando Valdez like he was in game number 1. He swings. He grounds out. God damn it. Michael Bland's up to bat. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Should I make a pitching change as well there? Yeah, we're going to bring in Pierre Montenegro. He's going to swing, and he's going to pop up when we lose 3-1. We've legit only scored 1 run in the last 2 games. And we're now down 2-1 in this series, which is pretty scary because, yeah, there's 2 more games in a row in Texas. If we lose both of those, we end up losing the series. But if we could win at least one of them, that would be good. But I would like to win both of them, obviously, but we're down 2-1, which is pretty scary. Pittsburgh has won a game against San Diego, so that's their first loss of the postseason. Let's continue going into these playoff games and see what happens. Matthew McGrath up for a crucial game number 4. The youngster who was in his first season as a starting pitcher this year and had actually a pretty solid year. Hopefully he could get us a win here, and hopefully our offense could wake up a bit. Because if it doesn't wake up, we are pretty much screwed. Come on, offense. Let's get this done. And, yep, Matthew McGrath in the lineup. And, yep, we're going to go with the Pierre Montenegro lineup. And that is good to go. Let's see if we can get our offense going here. Come on. Because we need that offense to get going, or else we're screwed. And they get their first run, which is not good. Come on, boys. They get 2 more runs. They're up 3-0. We are going to definitely lose this series. I kind of figured almost because of that way this lineup is situated. Like, Texas is just way too damn good. But we need our offense to get going. It's been terrible since the first game. We're still not scoring anything. One more inning for maybe McGrath, and he doesn't give up anything. Good. Come on, offense. Wake up. One more inning. There you go. Come on, offense. Because this has been terrible performances of late. We're going to make a pitching change and take out McGrath. And we will throw in... We'll throw in Mayer again. And he's going to give up nothing, which is good. There you go. We scored a run again. Oh my. We're only down by 2 now. Let's see what happens in the bottom of the 7th. They are going to score 2 runs of their own. We're now down 5-1. Damn, that game was close, but then our relievers just don't seem to be getting it done. We're down 5-1 going into the 8th now. Not looking too good so far. And we don't score anything there. We're still down 5-1 going into the 9th. We're very close to being down 3-1 in the series. It just comes down to guys like Robbie Harvey to see if they can keep us alive here. Robbie Harvey up to bat. He doubles. That's huge. Huge hit from Robbie Harvey. Hopefully Vargas can get him into scoring position or home. He swings. He grounds out. God damn it. Cameron Meisner up to bat, who's 0 for 3 tonight, which is not good. He walks, so there's 2 men on base, but that does set up the double play. Eduardo Cortez up to bat 0 for 3 tonight. They're going to make a pitching change to their closer. Cortez is going to fly out. We're down to our last out with 2 guys in scoring position. For Bronson Bonner, who I don't really know if I want to play him. Calderon is a right-handed pitcher. Do I want to... I don't want to quit this. Do I want to pinch hit Bonner with Sapasto? Because Sapasto... Nah, I don't know. You know what, we're going to try Sapasto. Sapasto is going to swing, and he flies out, and we lose 5-1. We've only scored 2 runs in our last 3 games combined. That is not good enough at all. Their pitching has taken over the last few games. After us scoring 10 runs, we just have not been able to score. That is not good. Down 3-1 in the series, and we could be eliminated within Texas. Unless we win 3 straight games, but that might not happen. I mean, that happened when Texas knocked out Tampa Bay, but I don't think we could do that against a Texas team. San Diego is going on to the World Series as they've only lost 1 game so far, which is nuts. Let's see what happens. This might be the final game of this entire series and this YouTube series as well. Let's see what happens. Quick manage. Come on, boys. We need to stay alive here. And we will be relying on Scott James, who is yet to start a game because we eliminated Oakland pretty quickly. So, Scott James starting the game. And that is our lineup. Let's see what happens. Come on, boys. We need to stay alive. We don't score anything there, which is the moral of the story from the last few games. We have not scored runs. Which is kind of uncharacteristic of us because we have good batting average and stuff like that from the regular season. Still scoreless. They scored the first run of the game. That might be it. That might be it. 1 run on 2 hits. Come on, guys. Still not scoring enough. Still down 1-0. Yeah, our offense is terrible. Now we're down 2-0. Come on, offense. Holy crap. You guys cannot score a single run. Like, I feel like this game is rigged. We will bring back in Chavez because he hasn't pitched a game yet. So, Chavez gave up nothing. We're down 2-0. We need somebody to be a hero here in the 8th because our offense has been terrible. Let's see what happens in the 8th. We get 1 run, so we're only down by 1 run now, which is big. We need Chavez to play good this inning, and then hopefully in the top of the 9th we can tie this game up, or else we're going to be eliminated. Chavez gives up nothing. Good. Okay. Alberto Vargas. How has he been so far? 1 for 3. It's not great. But we are in the top of the 9th now. We need 1 run to stay alive. And they are going to bring out their closer again. Who does have a little bit of energy loss, but still, because he's been in the last few games. Vargas up to bat, flies out. We're down to our last 2 outs. Cameron Meisner up. He's 0 for 3 again. Do we bring out Gary Hara? Yes, we do. Gary Hara up to bat for probably the final time in this series. He's batting at 286 right now. Hara up to bat, he grounds out. We're down to our last out of the entire series. It's up to Eduardo Cortez, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Cortez swings, he grounds out, and we have been eliminated by the Texas Rangers, and we've been eliminated in the ALDS for the third straight year, and our series has come to an end with another playoff defeat. Man, we just can never seem to get past the ALCS, regardless on who we face, but man, that Texas team is tough. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up winning the World Series, but then again, San Diego is really good too, but that really sucks. That is the end of our series right there. It was a good run again, but we ran into another tough team. Once again, we had a better record in Texas just by a little bit during the regular season, but they knocked us out. Pitching was not that good in that round as well. Actually, it was solid all around, but it seems like our offense just could not get anything done in the late stages. And then also some of our relievers blew games, like Eric Miller blew one game. If he didn't blow that game, we could have been still in the series. Yeah, bullpen did not do that good. Batting from Bonner and Salpasto wasn't that good. I don't like Castro got sent down, actually. I should have called him back up. That's interesting. Vargas really struggled. Valdez was good when he played a little bit as a bench guy. Cortez really struggled. Yeah, our bats completely ran dry in that round. Nunez was still good. Sullivan was still good. Garcia was terrible as well. Yeah, our bats completely ran dry. Harvey and Harrell were pretty solid, though. Cameron Meisner had a good series. Or not good series, good playoffs. Rick Plummer didn't even play. I should have probably played him a little bit. And then Bland in Montenegro. Yeah, our bats just completely ran dry. And that's why we lost. No question about that. Oh, that really sucks. That really sucks. At least Troy Hinchins in the system, but I wanted to win a World Series in this YouTube series, but we aren't going to get one done. If I end up ever winning a World Series, though, I will post about it on probably the community tab if any of you are actually interested in that, but oh, that really sucks. We had a better regular season than them by a little bit. And yeah, our offense dries up after a 10-9 win. We only scored 3 runs in our last 4 games. Absolutely terrible offense down the stretch. Well, let's find out who wins the World Series. It is going to be the San Diego Padres, so we don't even lose to the best team in the league. Let's take a look at the playoff tree. It was in 5 games too. Jeez. San Diego completely went off. They only lost 2 games over the entire playoffs. That's nuts. Let's take a look at their roster because I'm kind of curious on that. Because obviously they just won a World Series. So San Diego, I believe they won before in this franchise mode, if I'm not mistaken. They have some pretty good pitchers. Roca, Vargas, DeGaze, Hunter Green. Yeah, some good starting pitchers. Some solid relievers. A really good closer. Catcher-wise, they have some solid catchers as well, or solid catcher. Really good first baseman, really good second baseman. Solid for third baseman. Really good shortstops, outfielders as well. Yeah, I can see why this team won. But they still don't look much better than us. And wow, Fernando Tatis has dropped off that much. 35 years old, he's a 61. He was playing down in AAA when they won the World Series. Wow. Let's take a look at those awards for the playoffs, and then we will take a look at the retirements, and then that'll be it for this entire series. So the World Series MVP is going to be going to Henry Bautista, who batted a .313 with 2 RBIs. And then in terms of the postseason MVP, in terms of the NL, it was Jesus Sanchez, and it was Anthony Shepard for Texas. I'm surprised. If I think if we would have ran into San Diego, we probably would have had the same outcome as Texas did, but man, that really sucks. Let's find out the retirements, and then that'll be it. Who's going to retire in this final season? Do we lose anybody? We do lose Conrad Colvin because of injury. Because that injury he sustained in the last year, that torn ACL, made him retire at 37 years of age. But we did not lose anybody else in our last season, so that's kind of interesting. But I will scroll through the rest of these retirements just in case there's any former players, but I don't think there would be, as most of the players we've used on our teams have been drafted players. Doesn't look like it. Yep, no retirements for any former players of ours. I'll scroll through this as well, I guess, just in case there's any in free agency, but I don't think there would be. I could check after this video, but I don't know if I will. Oh, that really sucks. I wanted to win a World Series. I thought we were this close to winning one. I think we are probably still close to winning one, but it's just getting into that ALCS, no matter who we face, Toronto or Texas, we are going to be knocked out because both of them are really good teams. So hopefully sometime I could actually win a World Series in this. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this entire YouTube series with the Detroit Tigers in MLB The Show 21. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this series. I know a lot of you guys kind of struggled to watch this series, but hopefully you guys had fun with it. Like I said, I am going to be starting up another NHL 21 franchise mode, like a Draft to Glory like expansion with the Houston Sharpshooters. So if that interests you, consider watching that when that series starts up. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the series if you watched any of it, and yeah, let me know what you think down below, and maybe we will do some other sports games down the road. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.